9 Most Expensive Rare Books in the World Today. The most expensive rare books in the world today are often ancient manuscripts found by archaeologists, containing significant and profound content. Here are the top 9. 1. Leicester Codex, $30.8 million. The Codex Leicester, known as the most expensive rare book in the world today, was purchased by the world's richest billionaire, Bill Gates, for $30.8 million. It was created by the renowned artist Leonardo da Vinci. This priceless rare book is one of Leonardo da Vinci's lifelong scientific endeavors. It consists of 72 pages made of linen paper and contains over 300 notes and detailed drawings. The main content relates to research on water and its movement, tides, and water dams, the relationship between the moon, earth, and the sun. The Codex Leicester provides a rare insight into the intimate connection between art and science and the creativity of scientific processes. 2. Stt Cuthbert Gospel, $15.1 million. The Stt Cuthbert Gospel, also known as the Gospel of John, was completed in the late 7th century, in 698 AD, on Lindisfarne Island, and was placed in the coffin of St. Cuthbert. In 1104, his remains were discovered in Durham, and this manuscript once again came to light. It is considered the oldest preserved ancient book in Europe, with its red leather cover remaining intact from inside to outside. In 2011, the British Library acquired this book from the Jesuit order. 3. Basalm Book, $14.6 million. The Basalm Book is an extremely rare and valuable ancient book. It is also the Declaration of Independence of New England from the Church of England. It was the first book printed in America in 1640 in Massachusetts. The book, with 300 pages translated from Hebrew to English, contains the Psalms of the Bible. To this day, only 11 copies out of the 700 printed in the 17th century are known to exist. After nearly 400 years of age, this book was purchased by American billionaire David Rubenstein for $14.16 million in an auction on November 26, 2013. 4. Rothschild Prayerbook, $13.9 million. The Rothschild Prayerbook was created in 1505 exclusively for the use of the royal family of the Netherlands. It later became a treasure of the illustrious Rothschild family in 19th century Europe. This book is one of the highest achievements of the Renaissance Flemish school during the Renaissance period, with a total of 150 pages. Inside the book are exquisite and richly illustrated paintings, realistic depictions, vivid content, all created by the most famous color artists of the time. This book was once confiscated by the Nazi German government along with other artifacts in 1938. 5. Gospels of Henry the Lion, $11.7 million. Considered a masterpiece of the 12th century, the Gospels of Henry the Lion is the only gospel, with no duplicate, printed in 1175, consisting of 226 pages, including 50 illustrated pages. In 1983, the German government repurchased this book at a Sotheby's auction in London for $11.7 million. It was the world's most expensive book until Bill Gates purchased the Codex Leicester in 1994. 6. Birds of America, $11.5 million. As the name suggests, Birds of America is an ancient book featuring 435 hand-drawn illustrations of various bird species. It is one of the most well-preserved masterpieces by Audubon from the 19th century. The book was first displayed and auctioned for £6.5 million at Sotheby's, owned by an anonymous buyer. The bird illustrations in the book are highly valuable, each drawing possessing unique beauty and value. Experts once feared that the book would be divided into smaller parts and sold everywhere. However, this did not happen, as the book's integrity lies in the complete collection of its materials. The book is not only scarce in the market, but also significantly contributes to the world's natural history research. 7. The Canterbury Tales, $7.5 million. The Canterbury Tales is among the most coveted handwritten books in the world. The main content of the work tells of the author Geoffrey Chaucer's tales about the nearly 100-year-long war in England at the end of the 14th century. This collection includes various genres, mainly poetry, with a few in prose written in Middle English. To elaborate on this expensive ancient book, it narrates the story of a group of pilgrims traveling from London to Canterbury Cathedral. At a small inn, the innkeeper suggests that each person tell a story to pass the time, with the best story earning a free meal at the inn at the end. These stories are told by characters from all walks of life in 15th century society. In 1998, the book was auctioned for $7.5 million. 8. Mr. William Shakespeare's Comedies, Histories, and Tragedies, $6.1 million. The book, Mr. William Shakespeare's Comedies, Histories, and Tragedies, also known as the Folio, is the first complete collection of the plays of the genius playwright William Shakespeare. This extremely precious work was published in 1623 and continued to be published for 7 years after Shakespeare's death, with approximately 750 to 800 copies printed. There are currently only about 228 folios preserved in the world. In an auction in 2006, a wealthy collector spent $6.1 million to acquire a copy of Mr. William Shakespeare's Comedies, Histories, and Tragedies. 9. The Tales of Beedle the Bard, $3.98 million. In addition to Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling introduced The Tales of Beedle the Bard, first appearing in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, as a parting gift from Professor Dumbledore to Hermione. Growing up in a pure-blood wizarding family, Ron was familiar with the fairy tales in the book, while Hermione and Harry, raised by non-magical families, were unaware of this book. Most importantly, the world's most expensive book is handwritten and illustrated by author Rowling, who decided to donate the proceeds from their sale to the Children's Voice charity campaign. Out of the 7 books written, 6 were related to the Harry Potter series, and one edition titled The Moonstone was sold at Sotheby's auction for $3.98 million. The most expensive rare books in the world today are not only of immense historical and content value, but also serve as a foundation for future human development, treasured and preserved to this day. Therefore, it is not surprising that they command prices in the millions of dollars.